Dear witches, staying up to date with the moon? Seeking a little reminders to re-enchant your world? Subscribe to the Modern Witches newsletter for lunar love notes and magical inspirations delivered right to your inbox. Modern Witches is shapeshifting, yet it will always be a project that centers our mystical community members. Do you have a course or a podcast you'd like to promote to magical babes? Want to share your art with the folks who might be most touched by its spiritual themes? Send us an email at info@witchesconfluence.org to have your work promoted on our newsletter. Subscribe to Modern Witches newsletter in the link in show notes. Welcome to the Modern Witches podcast. We're here for our part 2 of Capricorn season. I am one of your hosts, Casey Zabala, and I'm here with Mariana and Karima.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Thank you for being here for this solstice season episode.
Yay.
We're moving into a new calendar year.
Ooh.
With a bang.
Yeah.
Um,
Bang, shabang. Sorry,
yeah.
I'm like so weird right now. I'm like Mercury retrograde, and I just want to like.
Yeah, my brain
Yeah.
is jumping everywhere.
Not
Oh,
productive.
absolutely. Absolutely. Here we are.
But
Oh,
here
don't
we
be
are.
sorry. Sorry, listeners.
No, we're recording under Mercury retrograde, so that's why it's so chaotic. It's
Yeah.
chaotic. But we're here. We're there.
But we're here reminding our listeners that after this episode, we're going to be taking a 3-month break from the podcast, and we will be back with a new season at the spring equinox. So till then, you can join us on Patreon. We'll have lots of fun happenings, mini magic episodes, witchy downloads for you there. And I hope you are able to check out our 2026 Astrology of the Year ahead for our patrons.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to become a patron, you can always just purchase that as a one-off offer. And linked in our show notes, I also have a little astrology guide for the year ahead that we're going to offer. So that's free for our listeners. And if you want to learn more, you can always tune in on Patreon.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So should we just jump right into our transits?
Yes.
Oh.
This, I guess it's the 3rd week of Capricorn season. We're starting on January 10th.
I think it would like we should probably. It's Friday, January 9th. January 10th is Saturday, right?
I
So
don't know.
we have. I think we should start on January 9th. Would be like.
Great.
Because we have Venus opposite Jupiter here, and then it's like one after another. So January 9th and the 10th, they like follow each other, and
Perfect.
every planet in Capricorn opposes Jupiter as
Yes.
they all like
Why
sandwiched
not, right?
together. Yeah. So
Yeah.
can you
So
see
we
this
have,
sharing?
I just want to remind folks, if you haven't listened to the first part, you can do that if it's helpful. But we were talking about this pileup in Capricorn. As you can see, Mariana's showing us.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's pretty like active Capricorn sector of the chart, and we have Jupiter retrograde in Cancer. So they're like a realization after realization as this like Venus on January 9th opposes Jupiter in Cancer. It comes into some kind of realization of Capricorn related values in your chart that, and because it sort of like it's not mirrored, but it comes from something that has happened, something Jupiter retrograde related. It is brought up from the past, its past conversations, actions, events, memories, because it's Cancer. And here it's just like through a relational dynamic, we gain more understanding about the Capricorn part of the chart. And then the next day, I'm just gonna for you guys here. Both Sun and Mars opposing this Jupiter. January 10th.
Yeah, it's a great time. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Karima.
No, go ahead, Casey. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say this is a great time to, because we have so much reflection through the opposition of all of these Capricorn placements. It's a great time, and these transits will help us to reflect on the Cancer part of your chart and what Jupiter has been offering you there and how it's been affecting you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I just feel like, usually opposition, we're like, oh, create a huge tension and can be very overwhelming. But when Jupiter is included in those opposition, it's actually some gift that can come your way and give you tools to manage those axis Capricorn Cancer part of your chart. And like you said, Jupiter is retrograding. It teaches some lesson right now in the Cancer part of our chart, and I think it's a good time to see what was this lesson, what we've been challenged with, and what this axis in our chart is asking from us at this time. Because it's not bad; it's actually good for realization, for still moving forward in our project. It's a very helpful, I do think, oppositions that could bring a lot of discernment in different part of our life.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's not perfected, but the whole like January 9th and 10th, and that moon in Libra and opposing Chiron, and then squaring Jupiter and the stellium in Capricorn. It's like those 4 cardinal houses are having a ball with what do we do next? Where do we apply our cardinal energy? We are being pulled in multiple different directions. And it's
And then,
like,
Mariana, can you remind people like what's the cardinal sign? Because I think some people might.
Sure. Yeah, it's Aries. Here, Aries, we have Chiron here, we have Cancer here with Jupiter in it, we have Moon in Libra, and we have Mars, Sun, Venus, and Mercury here in Capricorn. Those 4 are cardinal signs, and they're very majorly activated around January 10th. And I want to say not just on that day, days before and like the next day probably. So it's the houses where you have those 4 signs will give you maybe a little bit of a headache in terms of prioritization, or like where your priorities pretty much lie. It's under the scrutiny here. That's what it feels like to me.
And it's also like, I love what you said, like what's next, because the cardinal signs are very much about like initiating. And so it's about kind of gathering your wits about you and saying like, okay, where am I putting my energy for the next chapter of my evolution or my growth? Yeah, this time it feels like we're going to be pulling apart these transits, but it feels really hard to isolate them for me.
No, it's like they're all kind of like symbiotically functioning here.
I always think of Jupiter like a quartz crystal. Because like quartz crystal, like clear crystal, energetically, it magnifies everything.
Like truth. It's truth.
Yes.
Kind of truth, yeah.
And so like as Jupiter is coming into contact with all these planets in Capricorn, it's like really going to like enhance the sensation of those planets, their lessons and what they're kind of highlighting for you. And I just want to mention, we always think about Jupiter as being this like really beneficial planet. But if something is not feeling right, it's also going to really enhance that. So it will also increase tension, pressure, discomfort. So I just want to name that as you're kind of like navigating how this is showing up in your life. If you're saying like, oh, these Jupiter tangents don't feel good, it's like, oh, they're pointing you towards the thing that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
Like the
And-
expansion needs contraction as well.
And more often than one imagines that this happens, and just like a purely positive result from my observation. What you just said happens more often
Yeah.
than not.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with this, like the Jupiter opposite to Mars, I think is like, it's going to highlight the pain points. The pain points for you as you're trying to like initiate the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is going to be like really constructive, actually. Like, even though it might not feel great to experience, like I think like really being able to see like, okay, where are the roadblocks in my process? Or like, where am I getting in my own way? Where am I being too sharp or combative, defensive?
And how can, like, the thing that I've noticed with Mars and being ruled by Mars, and this Mars is going to be pretty major in January, it's, you gotta be sharp, but we often sharp in all the wrong places. You gotta take that sharpness and take it somewhere else, not where you're applying it. That's the biggest thing I've seen everywhere. It's like, especially for Mars, with people with strong Mars, it's like application of energy is off, not the force with which it's applied.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna like challenge where you're pointing with your sword.
Yeah, so it's interesting. It's like Venus, Sun, Jupiter all have these transits to Jupiter, oppositions to Jupiter. And then a few days later, we also have Mercury in the mix.
Yeah. So this
catching
is
up.
the next transit we talk about.
Yeah, I believe it's on the 14th of January. Maybe.
Yeah, it's like, it's 14th. Yeah, it's 14th. It's just like early on. Yeah, but 13th,
In the wee
14th.
hours.
Yeah. So yeah, here we are. Mercury opposite Jupiter here.
This can be a frustrating transit, I feel like. Like Mercury magnifying things and Jupiter magnifying things and Mercury being very particular, detail oriented. Like Jupiter the eagle and Mercury like the mouse or the ant, just like hyper detail focused.
Meeting of the different caliber minds. It's especially exalted Jupiter in Cancer and neutral Mercury in Capricorn. It's like this one just want to deal the deals.
Yeah.
Mercury in Capricorn is like, can we just like start like signing contracts like that? And Jupiter in Cancer is like, for what purpose?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Who benefits from this other than you?
Yeah, it's interesting. It might be a time where you really have to like step back and be like, wait, what am I committing to right now? Like, is this the right time? And think about right timing for you. And think about like the real minutia of whatever you're setting into motion.
Yeah, like you make me think of like usually those Mercury opposing like Jupiter. It can bring big ideas, sometimes bigger than practical reality can hold.
Yeah,
So it amplify like it is like mental activity, this planning, this visioning, but the challenge is not to fall into idealization or overthinking, is better used to refine your idea or grounding them into structured timing and realism, than, dream too big. Because that's what Jupiter and Cancer can bring,
Yeah, but I just found a silver lining here. They do have a point of communication since Saturn rules this Mercury, and Saturn is at home Jupiter's home. So they do have a line of transmission to each other than a position that through sextile, they do have this sort of like, well, I'll tell you how, do it better. And maybe has to do with doing it slower.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, the Capricorn, like really super determined energy, sometimes can get frustrated if things aren't moving in the way they want it to. But I do think there's really something to be said for not rushing.
Yeah, this winter, I feel it's so like I lost my thought, but what you just said is I was just thinking like a minute ago. Like, I keep telling myself with this Jupiter retrograde and like Saturn at the end of like there's something to be said about like introspection like never before. Like a whole different level of introspection, like such deep thought need to be cultivated at this moment. It's not to say that what you really want to do, like big plans or small plans, are not something, but even if you just think about that, think about it like it's like a huge matter of life journey, or like make it a grand endeavor and give it a proper thought throughout the whole of the winter. Feels like it.
Yeah, because Jupiter also, as always, represents philosophy, represents religion. It is about our values too, So there's a lot of, like you said, introspection of making sure that everything that we start or we do or review or whatever, it matches those values, that we don't let carry away.
Yeah.
It's important during all those positions, especially during the third week of January, of this season, sorry. I started on January 9 or 10. It's going to be important to make sure that we match our values, our philosophy, our practice, our spirituality with everything that Jupiter embody.
Right.
Yeah, and in Cancer, yeah, it like goes really deep. Nothing anything that you approach superficially won't be sustained with Saturn going in Aries and Neptune goes. It's like a real opportunity this winter to like get your roots as deeply as possible.
Yeah.
Metaphor.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just like have a vision of, how we like people map out their year ahead and like plan out their kind of like work calendar. But I also see this being an opportunity to like plan out your like self-care calendar. Like, what are you going to do to make your life feel good in 2026? Just like really like write it out or like expel out your value systems. Not as something that like you're totally anchoring yourself to, but like as a supportive practice,
And it can be something that you'll be surprised with.
Yeah.
That's the feeling that I have is like for some people it will be hiding come spring. Or like getting down writing a book and doing something like that, like a huge endeavor, right? And like for me personally, for example, I can like what's pleasurable is connection. I'm talking people. I feel a huge craving for that, like never before, I think. So this is like, and that is how you'll take care of yourself. It can be by finding a group or like a building with someone else, or it can be that thing, just something like that, just pleasure. And I just want everyone to just take a note. It's not like we talked about it already, but a week later, this Mars and Sun are still lingering next to each other within a degree. So it's like, and all this time Mars is burned by the Sun. So it's not something is born in terms of, like something is seeded, but it's next to the Sun. It's like more purification. It's not like a go time.
Yeah, Yeah, it's incubating.
Mm-hmm.
So on the 15th, just
Mm-hmm.
to bring in that pleasure piece, we have Venus at 27 degrees of Capricorn forming a trine to Uranus at 27 degrees of Taurus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That help us shift focus a little bit.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a nice way to end that week, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But
And it's
it's
also
still you.
sextile to Saturn, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So it just to talk about this Venus Capricorn trining Uranus, apart from the Saturn, it's we're still talking about Uranus, it's still like heavy. Like it's not light. But the trine it's kind of inviting us to is a refreshing breakthrough, I feel like, in relationship, in value, that can open to new possibility, where like those opposition with Jupiter and all those planets in Capricorn can let us feel stuck in a binary thought, or like focus too long on something that maybe needs like a breakthrough that might be the breakthrough that we need, you know, from
Mhm.
Uranus. And it it feel like it will shift pattern. We break free from an emotional stagnation. And
Mm-hmm.
it's liberating because Uranus is always liberating. And we thank it, but we're still stable because we're in the Earth's element, we're in Taurus. So we thank the Earth element, for that. But the breakthrough can be very helpful, especially if you feel stuck in those opposition that's been going on for
Mm-hmm.
the whole week. Plus basically the whole season. We
Yeah.
have the moon, the full moon, we have so many opposition during that
Such
in
a
those axes.
yeah. Keep like coming back to that relational time.
Mhm.
So family, partnerships, work,
Yeah.
home, everything is
Just
just
Yeah,
gonna pull a lot of focus into your relationships for sure. Yeah.
for sure. And maybe that's the breakthrough that we need. It's going to
Yeah.
improve our relationship, like you mentioned.
Reconnection.
it feels so surprising. This winter feels surprising.
It is very surprising. It is
I don't know
very,
what
and it's
surprising
heavy. It's
is.
heavy. It's heavy too. Like I feel like a lot of,
Yeah, it is heavy. It's like, I feel like this really intuitive sense of like this Capricorn season, you have to really reconnect with like your home, your family, kind of like your core, whoever you've chosen to be in community with, like really clarifying that and putting a lot of energy there because whatever's going on with the collective is going to be so intense that we're weathering in 2026 that we have to be
yeah,
anchored and rooted into these systems of support.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
open up great lines of communication, like really think about like what the values of that core team are.
yeah.
Because we're going to need it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's so I don't know. I feel exhausted as we talk about it.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
I
The
feel so,
energy is so. Oof.
but I don't feel bad. I don't feel negative though.
No, still
I feel
exhausted.
like heavy, but I also feel awfully like, oh my God, it feels like, like those last steps on a very difficult hike.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But it's not like we were in 2020.
Right.
2020. Yeah,
It
yeah,
it's a weird thing where I'm like, it feels difficult, but it provides so much like opportunity. So its aspects exalted benefic. Planets and not many planets are in like detriment or like poorly like placed really yet.
Yet.
It's all a lot of work, but it's so cosmically supported that I'm like, yeah, it's difficult. Nobody is saying that's easy, but the only person who can make it difficult for you is you by trying to do it all,
Right.
by being insatiable or hungry for something that is not meant to be there just yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that sort of wraps up the first week or the third week of Capricorn. And then Venus will form a sextile to Neptune at 29 degrees of Pisces right before it ingresses into Aquarius on the 17th.
Venus, here we are.
With the heart and
Venus.
the dissolvement of rigidity, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Neptune last time, it's like, on its last leg in Pisces.
Mm-hmm. It kind of feels like, I don't know.
I like it because you feel like a beautiful transit for forgiveness or
Yeah.
closure or
I feel a closure.
yeah, like you feel a closure. Yeah, exactly.
I feel weird about this one because it's on midpoint between Pluto and the Sun.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, ooh, yeah, it is dissolving, but it's also, it can be like, it is dissolving because you not allow yourself the lack of responsibility you used to allow.
Yeah, like you can't necessarily dissolve.
We can't dissolve
responsibility. Yeah.
No, you can't dissolve the responsibility. You can dissolve the expectation here.
Right.
Yeah, but oh my God,
affirming about it in a weird way.
Yeah, me too.
Surrender.
Yeah. Surrender. Yeah, it's very much like this Venus, Neptune, and positive aspect. It's like high ideal, especially in this Capricorn and Pisces. It's like a thriving and a hard work towards high ideal. But then as it goes into Aquarius, the same day, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just in Aquarius, the 6 freedoms, authenticity,
and it's like, it will demand surrendering some of the comforts that you're used to.
Yeah, it's really into the more intellect. Yeah, more into the intellect. With that, like right now talking
very
about Pluto,
ideological.
That is very close at 3 degree. Right now we're just talking about Venus entering Aquarius, but it's like there's a craving maybe for more autonomy or deeper alignment to your value, the sign of Aquarius, and not convention, but more truth. So yeah, it's like maybe, and it's still talking about a relationship with this transit can favors like friendship, community, and bond based on shared vision. Still very in Venus and Aquarius is very present. And you have Pluto. If you add Pluto in the mix, is very transformative and very like there's a transformation around this that collectively we're all gonna feel deeply. And it might enhance division too, with different value in different group.
Especially because the sun is forming that trine to Uranus at the same time. Yeah.
The last Earth trine with Uranus.
That visionary piece comes through really strongly with that.
And it brings us back to something that started. So we talked about 2020, but like 2018 here comes with Uranus. So where were you in 2018 in terms of something has been starting in like end of 2016 and 2017? This trine, the last Sun Uranus trine. So something you thought something new is beginning here in 2017. Something new is about to happen. A new chapter starts. It might not have turned out the way you wanted to. And why? It's a good analytical transit. Honestly, it's a good transit to realize, because Uranus is retrograde, why exactly. I already thought actually about this one. And just to share a perspective, the lack of vision can really backfire. A really clear vision can backfire, and also a lack of devotion to whatever level of the vision that you have, a small, a big, or whatever. If, sort of being willy-wally about something is not gonna go right now. That's what I understood about the failings of the Uranus and Taurus for me personally. And I think for a lot of people with this Sun Uranus trine is very much about realization, or like, I now see the pieces of what you can't afford if you really want to like create a change in your life, in the collective. Something like a grit. It's Capricorn and Taurus. It's about grit.
Yeah,
it's like
totally.
It's a grit towards new. That's what it feels like to me.
And I feel like an acceptance of like, oh, these were the things that weren't built to last since
100%.
2018.
Yeah.
Which is really important, and like some like crystallization of like, okay, I know what I can do differently.
Mm-hmm. It's very much about like, now we have, it was not meant to work. Yeah, like you said, it wasn't. But now it was given to us to fail in a certain way.
Mm-hmm. Because we needed to know.
We needed to know how we can't afford to fail any longer.
I was
God,
talking
you want to
to.
stab me again, guys?
I know. I know. I feel
like,
you.
like,
Karima,
stab me in the back.
Why?
Because you work up so many things talking about it, which I didn't click on the 2018, and it's true. You're
Yep.
right.
Mm-hmm.
2017, 2018 Uranus entering Taurus was a big shift for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
We mentioned many different things. Who was like, Taurus is the earth sign, it's fixed, and so it shakes Uranus
Material.
coming.
Yeah,
It
your
shakes
material
material.
well-being.
It shakes a lot of things. So I think it was very tangible for a lot of people. Those shake.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's an earth element. And so you talking about it is like, I didn't think, as an astrologer, I didn't think of that. I thought more collectively, but not on a personal level that much.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like, you were talking back and forth with Casey, and I was like, oh, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people is going to feel the same.
No.
Oh, yes, that's true. Oh, yes, and this. Oh, yes, and this. Like, it's good. It's like,
it's painful.
like
I know.
another.
I felt
It is
that
painful.
too.
It is, but it is a preview of what this season's gonna bring, and what you're talking about is kind of a job on a soldier, like giving those previews. And it was very enlightening for me.
I feel compelled to share a very specific example from my personal life. It's very short.
Yeah.
So I already knew in 2017, 2017, what I don't and what I want to do. But I wasn't clear about it or greedy about it or anything. So I went for money. So I was offered a job, a pretty good job, making a decent amount of money. And I took the job. I hated the job. And it sort of like, so what if you go after money where there are no values, Uranus and Taurus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's one of the examples. It can be anything else. I'm just telling you. And it wasn't like huge money or anything like that, but I was like, Uranus, even in Taurus, does not support clinging to pure stability only.
Yeah.
No.
Doesn't.
Nourishment. We gotta be nourished by whatever it is we're doing.
Yeah. And then where your Venus is will tell you how you were meant to be nourished through all of this.
I was talking to an astrologer the other day, and we got talking about Uranus and Taurus, and we were both like, yeah, there needs to be like support groups for like Uranus and Taurus. There does. I like the stabbing that Karima was feeling, especially if you do have Taurus placements, especially like,
yeah.
And like maybe that's something we should think about doing. But it does seem like there's a lot that needs to be integrated and sort of like combed, reckoned with about this period of time that is really important. Like the second that Uranus went into Gemini, I think it was like in July or something, I was like, oh.
Yeah, it felt so different. And when he went back, it was so brutal with this opposition of Mars and such. And it's just like went back into the boomerang, and it was like, oh,
it's a really good idea, I think, the whole Uranus support group, because people don't talk what Uranus does to you. When it leaves signs, it leaves so much rubble and then habitual attachment to chaos that you almost don't know how to go back into some semblance of normality.
Some stability. Yeah,
You-
exactly.
You
Totally.
think this is
How was
normal.
it?
This is
How
how
was
life
it?
is.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, you don't, it's like, and then you're just like on autopilot of, I'm just navigating chaos for longer than you need to be.
Yeah. Well, we'll think about that, folks. If you're interested, comment and let us know if you would come to our Uranus and Taurus support group.
I would love someone to
Yeah.
have offered that to me after Uranus left Aries.
Mhm.
I was like, I say all this because I lived it.
Totally.
In terms of after Aries, for like few years, I was like still like, oh, it's always gonna be chaos. Nobody
Yeah.
told me it's over. I knew it's
Totally.
over, but my body was not in
No.
agreement. So
This is why these prompts for reflection are so important, for sure. And to note that Uranus will go back into Gemini on April 25th. So
yeah.
just setting your sights there and like taking a deep breath because we have to deal with it for quite a bit longer.
Yeah.
We still have lesson that he wants to teach us.
Still have lessons. Yes. Yeah. So the final few days of Capricorn season, we'll have Mars conjuncting Mercury in Capricorn at 26 degrees, right on the same day as this Capricorn new moon.
At 28.
At
Very
28.
interesting, by the way. Like, it's kind of astrological, or astronomical. It's not, it makes sense, but it's like very interesting how the past 3 to 4 seasons we have been having new moon at very late degree of each sign, always around 28, 27, 29. Very
So
interesting.
wrap it up.
Yeah, like we need to learn the lesson first of the sign before even thinking of initiation, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
yeah.
Here we go. This is our new moon. I think we should talk about it like a new moon, and then that's Mars, Mercury is one of the things.
The key.
Absolutely.
So here we have a moon and sun at 28 degrees of Capricorn.
At least Saturn is direct. When I think, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And so when I see Saturn in Pisces, I'm like, oh, okay, there's like a help. It's not a bad new moon, or like what I mean by that, it's not like a very difficult new moon. I think it can be a very helpful new moon, to be honest, because this Mercury and Mars conjunction at 26, it's the words can become sharp, but the decision are clear, the action are more efficient into those conjunction. And so your mind and willpower can align very well. And you may feel like energy, especially those who are ruled by Mars or Mercury. They can feel this energy. They feel assertive, direct, highly focused. It's a time, I like this time to strategize, planning, contract negotiation, clear confrontation. Like it's a clear cut. I like that. And I like that it's ruled by Saturn. That is in Pisces. So it's still holding to that cup of water of emotion, and not only like strategy, tangible thing. It's also related to our emotional stability. And that's what we seek for. And so this new moon, we know the sun and the moon are conjunct. I do feel it's nice. It's nice. I do think a nice ritual can be done also in that new moon, like, to start something, to be more assertive about something, to be more focused about something, to want to create. If we've been oh my God.
Procrastination.
You got it.
Yeah.
If we feel like, and that season seems that it was kind of a viewing or planning those opposition with Jupiter. It was like always refining and defining our objective, or goals. It was always about that. It felt like planning and going back, 2 step forward on the planning, 1 step backward. It felt that way in that season because it's meant for it. And this new moon is like more assertive. It's like we kind of find a little bit of a path, or we figured it out a little bit, before the end of the season. And I like that. I like that because this season can be a lot of whew, you know, difficulty
Push and
around
pull.
like
Yeah.
shaping and structuring and planning, and that's why we cannot be on a rush during that season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, it's first of all new moon sextiles. Its ruler already, like Karima, you said, it's like beautifully aspected by Saturn. It's beautifully aspected by Uranus. Still, everything is in Uranus and Taurus. Everything was in the orb. It really doesn't make any negative aspects.
Yeah.
It has. So except Venus approaching Pluto, I wouldn't say it's negative. It's just it feels a bit more closer to our. It's almost like instinctual survival of us as people. I have a sense, and maybe because that's what I'm going to do, but I do have a sense for this new moon that it is about focusing, because Capricorn for me is the most spiritual sign. It only goes up there to understand that none of that matters. To me, that's the whole climbing the mountain. You have to climb the mountain and not know why exactly you go there. But you have to. This new moon for me is very much sort of like, it's not like we've climbed the mountain, but we've seen enough to focus on the right things.
Oh yeah.
With devotion and like things that are like, for me personally, it's like God, for example. And it's just my personal thing, but I'm like, what do I center in my life? I center my faith, for example. And everything, and everything, like for me, it feels like a very potent, it will be difficult because it also will pull you into, but how about we'll focus on achievement and career. And that is fine too. There's nothing wrong with that. But with Saturn leaving Pisces and this being such a powerful, positive, I'm like, everything will happen, but you gotta like set your priorities real clear right now. Like super clear. And everybody has to decide it for themselves, obviously. But for me, that's what it is. This new moon is about like disciplined faith.
Yeah, I pulled a couple of cards from my Word Sisters Oracle deck, and I pulled What Came to Be, the Word Sister, and Sigil for Fertility.
Oh,
that's so nice.
So nice. And I thought about what you said, Karima, about like these new moons at the end of the sign, like what came to be. I feel like it's really just saying like, let's think about the cycle. It's a new moon. It's like, think about what all the stuff that happened since that full moon and all the things that were happening for you, like what was being tested and what you were like actually putting into action and what actually feels like fertile in this space now, like where do you find fertility in your life? Which, yeah, on a
It's so
spiritual
funny
plane.
because I pull like tarot card and I put like when you say a fertility, it was just I pulled the page of Pentacle.
Nice.
So it really reflects for me fertility. It's still not the realization or the visualization of a dream is not there yet, but like the idea of the materialization can happen,
Yes.
It's like this is very resonant with the fertility aspect.
Absolutely. Like it still needs to be shaped.
It still needs to be
starts
shaped.
small. Yeah, it's like a very small.
Yeah, and anyway, with a Capricorn, it's like usually a new moon, a powerful lunation for setting long-term intention.
Yeah.
Again, participate to the workshop on winter solstice.
On intention, yes.
This is it. This is perfect for that season. Like it's literally that.
Yeah.
Um, so
It's a very, it's small seeds
Yeah.
out of small steps, all that.
and because we grow so much since 2020, since those correct conjunction, and you mentioned it with faith, Mariana. And so the new moon, it really like this new moon feel like it anchors like maturity, realism, and slow and sustainable growth. That's like the learning, all the like whatever it means for everyone. I think that's a clear slate that is offered a little bit for us, especially with starting this year with like this. We know that this year's gonna be a lot of change, a lot of initiation, and a lot of movement collectively. We're entering a new world. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
And so it's like an aspect of a new you, like with everything you learned the past 5 years, or since Uranus has been entering Taurus,
Right. Yeah. And with all of that change, like what is still actively fertile for you? Like what still has life and purpose and meaning? And those are really important questions to ask
What
yourself.
hasn't, yeah, it's such a good question. What hasn't died? Because a lot has.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So much. I want to say so much. I'm just restraining myself because it's so much to say.
I
But
know.
it's like it's wild. It's like I'm happy for this season, to be honest.
It feels like I said, it feels so rich for us.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, that's why the slowing down again, like, is so important. So you can actually just like experience this and feel it and do what Saturn and Pisces wants us to do, which is just like,
yeah,
be present with what is, and work with what is right in front of you.
We're not going to get this kind of opportunity much in 2026 with Uranus going into Gemini and Jupiter going in Leo and dynamics being sharp and fast and and it's the Chinese year of the horse. Everything
fire
is
horse.
Fire horse. Everything is like go, go, go. So like in the positive, hopefully, but still a little bit of chaotic environment that we are about to face opportunity. Maybe things will be difficult, but a lot of opportunities will be presented. This is the time to really formulate some principles for yourself. You won't get much of that breather space in 2026.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys. Hopefully it was helpful. It was.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And a reminder to check out what's on our Patreon. We've got a lot of content there for you to enjoy and to connect with. And do you want to remind folks where people can work with you, both of you?
Yeah, I'm going to be off for the next 3 months. I'm taking a break. So I will connect with everybody in March, probably, at my readings and newsletters and videos on the French channel and with Modern Witches. I will be back in March. So right now, you can email me. I will respond to you. No problem. But I don't plan to do a lot of things except forecast for 2026 on our country and things that we plan on our Patreon with the mini magic episode.
I think you mean to say I plan on doing this other very important thing.
I plan on doing the birth of my new baby. So that's gonna be like new baby connection with new baby's face.
Lovely.
Awesome.
We'll be thinking of you.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. Well, for me, it's the same. Mostly Substack, a little bit of Instagram, but less for astrology and just my life.
Nice.
And then, you can book consultation if something resonates within you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Similarly, find me on Substack, and I'm available for one-on-one consultations. And I don't know. I'm excited for like just sitting with this astrology. I'm like, okay, returning to some bigger projects that I've had on the back burner. So excited to share what comes through in the spring.
It's awesome. Good luck to everyone. Take care of
Yes.
yourself.
Take care, everyone.
See you
Blessed
in
be.
March.
See you at the equinox. Thank you for tuning in to the Modern Witches podcast. We hope you've been inspired to cultivate your own magic and to craft your own spiritual practices. Let us know what sparked your curiosity by leaving us a comment on this episode or leave us a review. And don't forget to subscribe to the show so that you never miss an episode. Your feedback and engagement truly fills our cups. If you're looking for more ways to gather with your fellow witches, please support our work on Patreon. Learn more at modernwitches.org. Blessed be.